Y'all, I love this man so much. Okay, add the video.
Turn it up! Slow songs, they for skinny hoes. Can't move all of this shit in one of those. I'm a thick bitch, I need tempo. Fuck it up to the tempo. Pity pat, pity pat, pity pity pat. Look at my ass, it's 50 fat. Kitty cat, kitty cat, kitty kitty cat. Bring me a glass, boy, I like my water wet. Throw it back, good. Catch that. I need a jack for all of this ass, but it won't go flat. Baby.
Hi YouTube, this is your girl Danya, and I'm back at you with another video. So, some people may ask me, what do you do in your spare time? You wanna know? You really wanna know? I Netflix and chill. So who wants to Netflix and chill? No, I'm joking. I watch Netflix. So, as from the title of this video, my top 10 suggested Netflix/TV shows. Number 10, the TV show called Zombie is a show about a lady who worked at a morgue. She went to a party and there was a zombie at the party, and then the zombies start biting folks, and a zombie bit her and she started becoming a zombie. She changed into a zombie the next morning, and until she could find a cure for it, she was going around using her zombie powers. I don't even want to say call it powers, but she was using her zombie skills by eating the brains of the dead to try to figure out who, and using the clues of flashbacks that she would get, because she was like turned into that person when she became the zombie, to find out who killed them. So if you like The Walking Dead and other zombie movies, this show is for you. Number 9, Alexa and Katie. It currently has 4 seasons out. I could be wrong, but it has a lot of seasons out. It is a TV show about 2 best friends that are in high school. They started their first freshman year of high school. One of the best friends, who is Alexa, finds out that she has cancer. She's trying to basically live her life after going through the chemotherapy and beating cancer to not be known as the sick girl. So she's trying to find her way through life. Her best friend Katie is basically like her support system throughout the whole entire seasons of the show. But she's finding out that basically, even though she's not the one that had cancer, it had an effect on her too as well. So that is a good family-oriented show. If you have kids that are 18 and under, I would say under 15, it's a really good show to have them watch. Number 8 is on Fox. Like, current seasons are coming out now. But it is a show that is also on Netflix called Pose. Pose is a show about the LGBTQ+ community that's setting in the early 1990s, on how it is to basically live in a world where basically the LGBTQ community is not as supported as it is nowadays. I am a big advocate for everybody, for nobody, no matter what your sexuality, race, age, doesn't matter to me. I'm a big advocate to be treated equally. So I really like the show. It touches on topics such as HIV. Angel, who's one of the characters that is in the show, she used to be a sex walker, I think that's what they called it in the 1990s, but basically now she used to be a hooker, and she's trying to basically not be that anymore, and she wants to become the first transgender woman model. So I really love it. You just have to watch the video. You have to watch the TV show. It's a really good TV show. Number 7, freshman year, that's on Netflix. It's about a young man who graduated from high school, was brought up in the church, so he's very sheltered. He ends up going to college for his freshman year, And in his freshman year, he is exposed to non-godly things that some people might think is non-godly, but I look at it as the real world. He's exposed to things that's basically the secular world, and that his parents have tried to hide from him. And him being exposed to it, he doesn't really know how to take it. So he ends up meeting a girl. He ends up getting the girl pregnant during his freshman year. And so they have to try to figure out how is they're gonna go back to their parents and saying, hey, I'm pregnant. And how is he gonna go back to his parents that basically his dad is a pastor? How is he gonna go tell his pastor father that he basically had sex and premarital sex and end up getting a girl pregnant his freshman year of college? So if you are very spiritual and you're religious and you love stories that teach a lesson about faith and hope, that would be a good movie for you. Number 6, One Day at a Time. So my boyfriend got me into this show. Basically, it's a TV show about a single mother that was married. She was in the military as a nurse vet. She ended up getting injured, dislocated her shoulder. Her and her ex-husband don't work things out. So it's basically about a Latino family. It talks about different issues such as homosexuality, finding out that her daughter's gay. Her mother has a health scare, and then also she becomes a citizen of the United States, so a U.S. citizen. So it talks about really good topics, but it's also very, very funny. The mother is hilarious. She thinks everybody's in love with her. So, but I really love the show. So if you love comedy and you love shows that basically tell you a story and will teach you a lesson, but it also will make you laugh, that is definitely a show to watch. Number 5, Rhythm and Flow is basically, I'm sure everybody has watched it, basically a hip-hop show, a hip-hop American Idol show. So the judges are on there, Cardi B, T.I., Chance the Rapper, and it's about people that are rapping, they're trying to get a chance, that making it big rapping. It has like some of my top people that I listen to now that I would have never known them unless they were on Rhythm and Flow. It's London B, Flawless Real Talk, D Smoke, Troy Man, and the other guy Caleb or something like that. If you have not seen it yet, or if you don't already know, you need to go watch it. Number 4, 13 Reasons Why is on its 3rd season. The first season was about a girl who commits suicide, and she makes 13 tapes before she commits suicide saying these are the 13 reasons why I committed suicide. The second season is about the person that was the big reason why she committed suicide, or was like the tip off of why she ended her life. He ends up dying, and they're trying to figure out why he died, who killed him. To me, it's a really good show. It touches on a lot of things that people go through when it comes to mental health issues and thinking that that's the only way out is to end your life. So to me, it's serious and not really a comedy show, but it's serious, and I think it's something that everybody should watch, especially a parents, because it'll teach you to pay more close attention to your kids. Because people that are in high school or just in school in general, kids can be very rude and you don't know what's going on with your child. Number 3, Greenleaf is basically about a family that is in the church. It's like family drama, kind of. Like, it kind of teaches you basically the whole thing that they say about Christians. Like, you think they all holier than thou. But it's a really good show. Okay. My nose is burning. So, Greenleaf is basically about a family that is in the church. That one of the daughters was in New York. She comes back to wherever it resides in, but she comes back to the church, and she's kind of like the God's gift to the family, even though a lot of them don't think so. But she has the gift to preach, and it's a lot of political drama It's a lot of things that what really happens in the church. So if you haven't already seen it, you should see it. It's really good. It's really, really good. Number 2, Madam C.J. Walker. So it is a story about Madam C.J. Walker. I feel like I would suggest this for everybody, but especially for African American women. A lot of hair care. God, I hate my accent. A lot of hair care products that we didn't know about. A lot of things that we did not know about hair care products. We know you will find out in Madam C.J. Walker show. And a lot of things you didn't know about Madam C.J. Walker, you will find out in her like autobiography show, because in schools they don't really say too much detail about her. They just say, oh, the person that invented like the perm or whatever, when really she didn't really do it, or the lady that invented the hot comb. But it's a really good show. My top 1. So I'm sure everybody in the African American community, everybody that's not in the African American community, have heard about When They See Us. If you have not watched this show, you need to, I don't know what you're doing with your life. Because especially for anybody that's a minority, and this is not a race thing, but anybody that's a minority, you guys need to see When They See Us. It is not funny, but it is an eye-opener, especially for minority men, specifically for Black African American men, but for minority men too. So it's about, if you don't know what it's about 5 kids that was wrongly accused of raping a white woman back in the 1980s. I think I'm right. Back in the 1980s. So it's based off in New York. Each episode goes into the backstory of each child. The first episode goes into the backstory of I can't remember the order, but when you get to especially to episode 4 and 5, that really is going to be a wake-up call for you, because it basically goes into the backstory of how they were brought up, how much that the law, the judicial system was not for them and did not help them to try to not be, what is the word I'm looking for? Convicted. There we go. To not be convicted of raping a white woman. You might cry. I know I cried a little bit, but it's really good. All right, if you somewhat enjoyed this video, because I feel like I kind of went all over the place. If you like this video and you want to hear more videos, maybe you want me to go to make the list a lot bigger, maybe you want to do the top 10 off of Hulu, the top 10 off of Amazon Prime, the top 10 off of Disney Plus. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell as hard as you can so that you will know when I post a video. Follow me on all 3 of my social media accounts. That is Limitless_Lachelle on Instagram and on TikTok, as well as on Facebook, Yourstruly Danya. If anybody ever tells you that your dreams are not possible, you tell them that I said for you to tell them this. My dreams are never limitless. All right, I'll catch you guys at the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Niggas hating cause they know it's all yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Them bitches shaking cause they know this all yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's all yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Them niggas hating.